From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at 7, streaming now.
6 months since a major turning point in the pandemic, vaccines have slowed down the coronavirus, but the race to vaccinate continues. Thanks so much for joining us here at 7. I'm Nicole Griffin. In the 6 months since the widespread rollout of the COVID vaccine in the U.S., about 62% of the country's eligible population have been fully vaccinated. Here in Indiana, 46% of eligible Hoosiers are fully vaccinated. Marion County's rate is about the same, but another 33,500 individuals will need to be fully vaccinated for the county to reach 50%. Officials have said that is when Marion County will lift remaining COVID restrictions. Another COVID-19 vaccine could soon be approved for use in the U.S. Novavax says its phase 3 trial has proven its vaccine to be 90% effective. The trial was conducted in the U.S. and Mexico. The next step is for the results to be peer-reviewed. Novavax plans to apply for emergency use authorization in the U.S. this year. Checking in now with Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory. Kevin, all I did this weekend was lake, pool, hot tub. It was beautiful.
Well, it was our warmest stretch of 2021. You made the right call there. 93, the warmest temperature in Indy over the weekend. We hit 87 today, but the humidity was lower, so it wasn't quite as exhausting in the upper 80s, and it's beautiful out there right now. 77 in Kokomo. Look at the northwest wind, 20 miles per hour there, north at 20 in Indy. That will relax a bit. Generally be 10 miles per hour as we go through the overnight. What it's doing is just bringing in even drier air and setting the stage for really a big temperature drop from that 87 down into the middle to upper 50s by morning. There's the wind out of the north-northwest. That continues the next 24 hours. Temperatures through this evening will fall by 11 o'clock into the upper 60s, and then by the time you wake up in the morning, they'll be in the upper 50s. Afternoon high temperature 81 tomorrow. That north wind still 10 to 20 and the humidity very low. We'll talk about how long we can hold on to the low humidity and what change arrives Friday coming up.
Kevin, thank you. Next month, the Indianapolis City County Council will vote on the mayor's plan to fund anti-violence efforts in the city. There are concerns this summer could be violent across the country with 30 mass shootings so far this month. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest and an update on how some police departments are handling the surge.
Just halfway through the year, at least 270 mass shootings here in America, according to the Gun Violence Archive. In Austin Saturday, 13 people hurt, some critically, and 1 dead when a gunman opened fire on a crowd, most innocent bystanders, according to police.
4 rapid gunshots, pop, 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 pop. You just saw bodies everywhere. I hit the ground faster than I knew I could move.
Police identifying the man who died as 25-year-old Douglas Cantor, his cousin saying he was on vacation there, outside a bar, waiting to get in when he was shot in the abdomen.
I remember Douglas as a wonderful man. Cut down the short of life. He just got his master's. He had so much living to do.
His life taken the same day 49 people were killed 5 years ago at the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando. Meantime, in Chicago over the weekend, more than 40 people were wounded and several killed in separate shootings across the city. 3 people dead and 4 others injured in Cleveland. A security guard shot during a mall robbery in Atlanta. And 2 children critically hurt in a quadruple shooting in Cincinnati.
Enough is enough. It's basic as that. Our children are getting shot.
Savannah, Georgia, also dealing with gun violence this weekend. 1 killed and at least 7 others wounded, including a toddler. ABC News has spoken with at least 5 different police departments across the country to find out what they're doing to prevent more violence this summer. Most tell us they're investing in community policing strategies and targeting the most violent offenders to get a handle on things before they get even worse. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And we are checking in with Crime Stoppers of Central Indiana to learn how the organization is handling a local surge in violence. Investigators ask witnesses to get in touch with Crime Stoppers to anonymously share information about crimes. The nonprofit's executive director, Daniel Rosenberg, says the amount of calls fluctuates, but they consistently get thousands each month, and not all of them relate to violent crimes.
As society kind of reopens, and we're doing that now, and people are kind of getting out and getting into the mix, I think that we're starting to see those tips climb.
Rosenberg says they had 2,500 calls in April and 1,500 in March. Dozens of Indiana domestic violence shelters are getting a funding boost to continue their work with survivors and their children. The Indiana Criminal Justice Institute is giving a total of $500,000 to 28 different shelters. Alternatives Incorporated in Madison County is one of those shelters. The CEO tells us this additional funding will help them connect with domestic violence survivors who may have a place to stay but need support in other areas.
A lot less emphasis on shelter and more about what we can do to help a family be safe, no matter what that is. So a big piece of that is flex funding. We're constantly looking for funding sources to help us with flex funding.
That money can go toward a number of things, including bills, car repairs, or safety deposits for survivors. Developing tonight in northern Illinois, officials say it could take several days before a fire at a chemical plant is done burning. Flames broke out this morning and everyone living within a mile of the Chemtool Incorporated plant in Rockton have been forced to evacuate. The Salvation Army is assisting families who don't know when they might be able to return home. Today is World Blood Donor Day, and the Red Cross is urging Americans to roll up their sleeves to fight a growing shortage of blood. The Red Cross says someone in the U.S. needs blood every 2 seconds. Newsy's Austin Kim is giving us a closer look at one group that's impacted by the shortage and what's behind the increased need for blood donations.
When it comes to cancer treatment, blood donations may not be the first thing that comes to mind.
So I was like, oh, okay, so basically it was going to save my life.
Mael Bauer-Smith is a breast cancer survivor, and she's been in remission since 2017 and underwent 6 rounds of chemotherapy.
90% of the battle for me was to stay positive.
Part of the battle was also going into surgery, which is when she realized how valuable blood donations are.
It wasn't until later on in my treatments, when I was getting prepped for surgery, where it became important because I guess I'm a bleeder. And my blood wasn't clotting.
Her platelet count was low, which makes it harder for blood to clot. Chemotherapy often kills the platelets in a patient's blood. The American Red Cross says right now hospitals face a platelet shortage because people aren't donating. On top of that, more patients are visiting the hospital or the doctor's office right now.
Now that we're starting to come out of the pandemic and activities are beginning to resume, we're seeing an increase in medical care that had previously been canceled or postponed. This is causing an increase in the need for blood to provide all of these types of medical treatments. And at the same time as we're seeing that increase, we're seeing fewer people coming to donate.
Another complication, platelet shelf life is less than a week, making the push for donations that much more urgent.
Just imagine me going through it and it wasn't available. I wouldn't be here to tell the story, or I would have been waiting on surgery, or I would have had other complications. I believe that everybody should, if they can, go out and donate as much as possible.
For Newsy, I'm Austin Kim.
Austin, thank you. And you can find blood drives happening right now and make an appointment by going to redcrossblood.org and searching for your zip code. Still ahead on the news at 7, words of wisdom from a special Indianapolis resident who celebrated her 100th birthday this weekend. And overwhelmed by kindness, how one family's mission turned into a week of paying it forward when the news at 7 continues. $7,500 random acts of kindness in 1 week, a goal one Indianapolis woman and her mother set to achieve to give back to an organization that gave so much to her during her battle with cancer. In honor of Little Red Door's 75th anniversary, Brittany Richards, a 30-year cancer survivor, set a goal of 7,500 random acts of kindness in a week to bring awareness to the organization. The Week of Kindness kicked off last Sunday on National Cancer Survivors Day and wrapped up yesterday. Richard says they haven't had a chance to tally all of the acts of kindness shared, but by midweek, she says the excitement took off, making it hard to keep up with so many people sending emails, text messages, and sharing their acts on social media using the hashtag LRDKind from across the state.
hope that it's a week that we can celebrate each year that's centered around Cancer Survivors Day and celebrating cancer patients and their families and cancer survivors and honoring the ones that we lost, with just a week of spreading hope and joy and love and kindness all around our communities in Indiana. But honestly, I want people to not only spread kindness this 1 week of the year, I want them to think about how it made them feel, because when you give back to other people, let's all face it, you get it back tenfold.
That is so true. A Little Red Door works to help with the physical, emotional, and financial burdens of cancer for medically underserved Hoosiers. Little Red Door's mission is to make the most of life and the least of cancer. The director says it's actions like Richard's that make their vision a reality.
We came up with this idea. We think it was really great. It's been really well received. We've exceeded our goal. We're very pleased at the attention that we've gotten, and then at the really great things that people have felt about it.
When we are dealt a bad deck of cards at the age of 5, it could have went either way, right? And for Brittany to watch her become this young lady that is always striving to give back. She's always striving to give back to the community. She's striving with acts of kindness. I watch her on her daily basis. Now I'm celebrating those 30 years because what was the worst day of her life, now to me has changed her life for the good. It's made her who she is.
For more information on Little Red Door and the resources available, just visit WRTV.com. Kevin.
Beautiful night. Should be a great sunset, which doesn't occur until 9:15. You've still got plenty of sunlight around. How long will we have the sunshine, and when will the rain return? All that coming up.
To be able to live long enough to see 100 years of life is a goal I'm sure we all want to achieve. One Indy woman received a birthday celebration like none other for her 100th, with special recognition from the city and some of the city's biggest names to wish her well. WRTV's Amber Grigley gives us a look at the celebration.
So what's the best thing about being 100 years old?
I love being 100.
It's a red carpet event celebrating the life and legacy of Mrs. Otha B. Rogers.
God is a good God. And I never thought then I would make it this far.
Rogers was born and raised in Mississippi, where she spent most of her life before moving to the Circle City nearly 19 years ago.
It was like being home.
Her surprise celebration came with a trumpeter, a grand entrance in a classic Rolls-Royce.
Oh, it was good. It was good riding.
And a special visit from Mayor Joe Hogsett.
Celebrating 100 years and the changes that no doubt Miss Otha has experienced and seen in the course of her lifetime, I can only imagine.
Mayor Hogsett presented Mrs. Rogers with a proclamation recognizing June 12th in her honor.
Do hereby proudly proclaim June 12, 2021 as Otha B. Rogers Day in the city of Indianapolis.
A faithful Sunday school teacher who is the matriarch of her family and community. It was only right that she left a message of love on her special day.
I love people, and I love them that love me, and I love them that hated me, because God made us all. He didn't make no mistake. He made us all to love him.
Well, that was WRTV's Amber Grigley reporting. Mrs. Rogers has survived 2 pandemics and has never missed an opportunity to vote since she voted for Lyndon B. Johnson. Kevin.
And she's a strong Hoosier now. Otha, hope you're still celebrating. Maybe there's some cake left. 80 degrees, that's our current temperature. Humidity right there, just 31%. Feels a whole lot better than the last week, really. That north wind at 20 will continue the trend of cooling our temperatures down and bringing in the lower humidity as well. I show you the radar not because we have any concern in central Indiana. You've got storms in West Virginia, in Pennsylvania, into New York City. That's all part of the swirl that kept us within the showers and thunderstorms. last week and into the weekend, just scraping extreme northeast Indiana, the back edge of that whole area. Some showers and thunderstorms there. We're not expecting any more than a few more clouds in the northern portion of the state. Tonight, the records the next 3 mornings are in the 40s. We'll be in the 50s, I think, comfortable enough that you'll open the windows, probably let some fresh air in with that low humidity. Friday, that's when we'll see another change. We'll see a surge in the temperature and humidity and rain chances. Temperatures in the morning anywhere from 52 in Logansport to mid-50s Anderson. Metro area around 60 degrees. 59 is the predicted low temperature. And to the south we go, middle to upper 50s. We'll do the same as we get to Wednesday and Thursday morning. We'll call tomorrow breezy, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds. Temperatures noticeably cooler. 87 today, should be 81 tomorrow, and that comes with lots of sunshine. Temperature moves to 77 by noon tomorrow. The afternoon high right in the low 80s with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Wednesday, what changes? Temperatures start just as cool, 74 at noon. 80 for the high, probably the lowest point for our humidity level. Then it'll start to come back up as we get to Thursday and Friday. Temperature Thursday, mid-80s. Then on Friday, the change will be scattered thunderstorms returning as we go into the weekend. Temperature will come back down, and so will the rain chances. 7-day forecast, not much to talk about here. Next 3 days, it'll be relaxing in the weather department. Temperatures in the 50s for lows. We're back to mid-80s by Thursday. Friday, warmest day in the 7-day forecast. Chance for showers and thunderstorms over the weekend, but not a great chance. Generally 30% or so. Temperatures early next week back into the mid-80s. Nicole?
All right, Kevin, thank you. We have so many pictures, videos, and other data to store these days. Just about everyone is saving a lot of important information, belongings in the cloud. While most companies say their cloud storage is secure, Tim Maniscalco with the Better Business Bureau tells us there are bad guys out there using all kinds of methods to break in.
Today, so many of us are putting our information out on the cloud, and the scammers know that. Here's the latest scam. They are going to give you a call saying that there's been some sort of breach, some sort of problem with your iCloud account. In fact, the number may even look like it's coming from someone that's working for Apple. Don't be fooled by that. What they want you to do is give them your login credentials so that they can get into your iCloud and start to steal your information. This is the latest scam we're seeing out there. Don't be fooled by it. Don't be fooled by the number. And also, it's always a good idea to put 2-factor authentication when you are getting into your cloud. So typically that means you'll get text, something on your iPhone that will also let you in your account as well as your password. But don't be fooled by this, by someone calling you saying that there's some sort of problem, some sort of breach with your iCloud account.
All right, Tim, thank you. Good advice. There is more info on this and other scams at the Better Business Bureau's website, bbb.org. We'll be right back. Federal regulators are investigating Amazon products that have reportedly burst into flames. The Consumer Product Safety Commission is looking into at least 8 products sold under the Amazon Basics brand. Electronics include battery chargers, surge protectors, and a voice-activated microwave that consumers said caught fire. Other buyers reported products that melted or exploded. Amazon declined to comment on the investigation, but it said it evaluates every report of safety issues and takes the appropriate action. Kevin.
Instead of being at the top of the humidity scale, we'll be on the lower end of the humidity scale. In other words, it'll be enjoyable here. Next 48 hours, we're dry Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Chance for rain increases Friday, but even that isn't a guarantee. Nicole.
All right, Kevin, thank you. And thank you so much for making WRTV your choice for news. Our next newscast is tonight at 11, but you can watch WRTV anytime on your Roku or other streaming device. Have a great evening.